Hello, I'm Cunningham, Applications Engineer for Zeus Battery Products. Today I'll be discussing the comparison between sealed lead acid batteries and lithium iron phosphate batteries, as well as the benefits and drawbacks. Sealed lead acid, also known as SLA, and lithium iron phosphate, or LFP, are two different battery chemistries that can be used for similar applications. What it mostly comes down to is your industry and application requirements. At a quick glance, LFP batteries could be considered better batteries, as they typically last much longer and weigh less. But at the same time, they are also much more costly. SLA batteries can get the job done at a significantly lower cost, but there are drawbacks in terms of environmental factors, weight, and maximum battery cycles. Here, we will discuss some of the key differences between the two chemistries. Based on performance, LFP batteries are considered superior to SLA. They are a newer and cleaner technology. They also weigh roughly half the weight of SLA. Many applications are seeking to achieve lower weights, typically for handheld or mobile applications. Another strong attribute is their long life cycle. Typically, lithium iron phosphate have 5 to 7 times more cycles, resulting at around 2,000 cycles, while SLA only lasts up to 500 cycles. There are little to no hazardous materials used with LFP batteries, but SLA batteries contain lead, which needs to be properly disposed of through recycling channels. The main drawback of LFP batteries is the initial cost, which can be prohibitive for some applications. They can be up to 4 or more times more costly than SLA batteries. Many customers can look at the total cost over the life of the battery in the application, and when they factor in replacement costs every 500 cycles, the lithium iron phosphate battery solution can be more cost-effective in the long run. The most significant reason to choose SLA batteries over LFP batteries is the lower cost. Sealed lead acid batteries can be a quarter of the cost of LFP batteries or less. This makes SLA technology available to consumers and companies that may not have the budget for LFP technology. The significantly greater weight of SLA technology must also be considered. Whereas it is sometimes seen as a drawback, there are also occasions where the increased weight is a desired characteristic to act as a ballast. The main drawback of SLA batteries is simply that they represent an older technology. They do not last as long as LFP batteries, and since they utilize dated technology, the materials used are also dated. This means that SLA materials may or may not be disposed of properly, raising environmental concerns, especially knowing what we do these days about heavy metals. Most of the time, the increased weight of SLA batteries is considered a drawback compared to the decreased weight of LFP batteries. The significant decrease in life cycle count in SLA compared to LFP is a major deciding factor for designing next generation and new application requirements as well. The question of one battery's chemistry use over the other is totally dependent on your application and business model. If your product needs to be lightweight, then you'd first consider an LFP battery for your application. An example of this may be a drone or a flying product that needs to be lightweight and last for a high amount of charging cycles. If your budget is constrained, then you'd likely consider SLA batteries for your application. The higher weight of SLA batteries can be considered either a benefit or drawback. There are some applications that may benefit from the additional weight in their system, such as medical beds, while others may prefer the high cycle count of LFP, like those that are used in robotic applications. Most of the time, the lower weight of lithium iron phosphate is a more desirable characteristic than the higher weight of SLA. SLA batteries may last up to 500 cycles, while LFP batteries last up to about 2,000 to 2,500 cycles, which is another major consideration when deciding between the two chemistries. In terms of cost, you'll go through more SLA batteries in the long term, but you'll pay more initially if you use LFP. Our team at Zeus Battery Products can conduct a full review of your design, application, and environment to provide you with a short and long-term cost solution that will ultimately allow you to determine which technology is best suited for you. Thank you for joining us on our video blog. My name is Cunningham. If you have any additional questions about your battery applications, please feel free to contact Zeus Battery Products toll-free at 877-469-4255. See the link below and be sure to subscribe or follow for future episodes.